Right, hey everyone, and here we are for part 2 of my DJI Neo experience. Now, I have added my phone to the remote control, and I have the DJI Fly app open. So I'm just going to turn on the remote. There we are, that is now on. And we're going to see what happens when we turn on. Obviously I'm in my back garden. It's traditional that we do test drone flights in the back garden. So I have my name and address on there. I have my op ID and my flyer ID. Everything is labelled. I have taken off the gimbal protector. And here are the instructions, or the quick start guide, should I say. Remove the gimbal. You can basically use the remote control with the phone, or I think you can just use the phone on its own, I think. Basically though, it just tells you the options for instructions. Charge the battery for use. Yep, done all that. Well, I've got 2 of them charging, one of them's charged. Mount the controllers on. So I hope that phone's clamped in nicely. Now then, let's get these sticks out. Now they are actually rubberized, which is quite nice because I've got other DJI controllers that aren't, and also the screw threads are actually quite thick. So that goes in very nicely, in fact. Now then, let me take this one out. All right, screws them out. There's the second one. All right. There we go. Now then, the phone is plugged in. Right. We're going to turn this on now for the first time. There we go. It's doing a little propeller test. We've got the power on signal, sound. Okay, so we're turning on DJI Fly, and device not supported. Check the user manual and download the correct app version. I wasn't aware there was an incorrect app version, if I'm honest with you. Shall we try that again? Yeah, device not supported. Okay, let's go to the App Store. Actually, yeah. Let's have a look, shall we? DJI Fly. Nope. Nope, there's only one version of it. I'll tell you what it might not like is the phone. Maybe it doesn't like the phone plugged in. Interesting. Let me pause this and I'll come back to you. Okay, a few minutes later, just to give you an update. I could not get the phone to recognize the remote control. It said it was not compatible. And also when I opened the DJI Fly app, the DJI Neo just not there, did not exist. The only way I've found out around it is I have totally deleted the DJI Fly app from my phone, and I've re-downloaded it, and instantly it's basically said, do you want me to activate this remote control? Yes. And it's identified that there is a Neo nearby and that there is a firmware update, which it is currently doing. So little bit of a faff. So basically it's updating, I don't know if you can see, it's updating firmware for the remote control and for the drone itself. I knew there would probably be some kind of update, but the fact that we didn't actually have these two devices talking to each other was a bit of a blow to start with, although I could have used any of my other forms of remote control. This is basically now my 4th drone remote, and I think you can use all of them together basically. So yeah, let's get this updated, and then I'll come back to you in just a sec. All right. Okay, after a bit of faffing and getting the firmware updates done, it sort of hung at sort of 97% for ages. So that was a bit of a heart stopper, to be honest with you. But anyway, what you'll now see is on the app, it's displaying all three of my drones. I've reinstalled DJI Fly, and we have the Neo is being shown along with my Mini 4 Pro and my Avata 2. What we have just done, and I'll put some video in here, is basically we had to walk through some flight tests. Simple takeoff, up, down, left, right, turn right, that kind of thing, and then land, essentially, just standard kind of stuff. So I guess now we get on to some other stuff to do. Hey. Okay, so now I'm going to firstly demonstrate the takeoff from palm aspect of this particular drone. Okay, so I have no controllers in my hands, I just have the drone, and you place it on your palm like so, and then you hold this button down. So let me just swing the camera around here and see if we can get this. So you hold this for 2 seconds.
Manual mode. 3, 2, 1.
And that's taken off automatically from my hand. And now if I hold my hand out, land straight back on again. Let's do that again, shall we?
Manual mode. 3,
Oops,
2,
sorry.
1.
There we go. Just took off directly from my hand. So let me see what happens if I hold my hand out. I don't know, I think you have to put your hand under it to get it to land again. Okay, so there we go. That's the first feature we're checking out. Okay, we're now just going to try a standard takeoff, and we're going to activate follow mode, so it'll follow me around the garden. So, as with any DJI drone, I don't know about other drones, you can basically push the controllers in. Now we're in takeoff mode, and up we go. So we have here our gimbal adjustment, which will move the camera up and down. I'm going to push it back a sec. And I'm going to highlight myself on the screen. And we're going to go into spotlight mode, and now it will follow me round. And again, just like that, it detects my hand, lands on it straight away. Now, before I take it out of the garden, one thing I'm not quite sure about is I thought there was a way of hooking this up, or connecting it, sorry, to a DJI Mic 2, of which I have lots. This is the one that's connected to this thing. I've got other ones as well. I'm not seeing anything in the on-screen, in the on-screen stuff about that. So I'm going to have to look into that. Yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with the sound. It's very stable, rock solid. Admittedly, I've got no wind here at all at the moment. I guess the next thing to do is check the video quality. Let's do that next, shall we? Okay, so appreciate, obviously, I've barely touched the features of this thing, but it's dark outside now. A couple of things that I've been messing around with. First of all, I tried plugging in or connecting a microphone. This is my DJI Mic 2 receiver. And I tried recording some video to see if we got any sound on it, and we did not. Out of desperation, I tried plugging the receiver straight into the back of the drone, didn't fly it, just to also see if we got any sound. We did not. So as of right now, as of this minute, I don't know how to connect a microphone to this thing. I had heard somewhere that you could connect a microphone to it, and all the equipment should be compatible, but it's not. So unless I'm missing something, I don't seem to be able to do it. I had heard that you could connect a microphone to the DJI Neo and that it would automatically cancel the sound of the rotors. But admittedly, I only heard that from one place. This is the menu at the top here.
Droney.
So Droney, obviously that's where it will fly away from you, taking a nice picture. I use those shots quite a bit with my my Mini 4 Pro.
Circle.
Circle, obviously, it will just orbit around you. So if you were walking out in a field, doing a commentary about, I don't know, the Battle of Hastings or something, it would just go around you.
Rocket.
Rocket, I think, is where it shoots straight up into the sky above you.
Spotlight.
Spotlight, I guess that's just where it just focuses on you. I'm not quite sure how that's different from follow.
Direction track.
Direction track, again, I'd have to look that one up.
Follow.
And, of course, your regular follow. I just tried doing a follow indoors because it's dark outside and it didn't like it. It gave me a verbal warning about textured surfaces and the lighting. So basically, I'm not sure you could use this thing in dim light. And also, it might have been a bit dodgy because all my TIE fighters hung from the ceiling. But hey, that was part of the experiment, right? Anyway, basically what it did was it just landed straight away. So, you know, there's still a lot more to mess around with. It's nice. It fits in the pocket. What are my initial thoughts on this? Again, I am not a drone expert. I'm not even a technology expert. I just love gadgets, right? I can't have enough gadgets. I love photography. I love filming, vlogging, taking photos, mucking around with stuff, basically. And I think for the price, I'm not sure you can go wrong with this. Bearing in mind it's £169 just for the drone, and everyone's got a smartphone these days. It pretty much does what you want. I paid $2.99 for this because I got the Fly More combo thingamabob. But I probably could have bought the batteries kind of separately and not gone to that expense and could have used my existing controllers. But like I say, I'm a bit mad. So it's worthwhile noting this thing has no collision avoidance whatsoever. But because it's got that sort of protected, can't seem to recenter to flip my camera around. There we go. But because these are completely encased, unless you're going to get a stick up there, they're pretty much bulletproof, really. Top and bottom, from all angles, this thing is protected. It's light as heck. I would imagine it would just probably bounce off of most things. Obviously, you need to be careful about protecting the camera lens. Flight time, I haven't put it to any kind of stress test or anything like that. It kind of feels like a toy, but at the same time, it's quality plastic. There's no, it doesn't make any sort of creaking noises or sort of flex or anything like that. I think this is a quality product, and I think for the price, I don't think you can go wrong, really. And you can literally just put it in your pocket. You could go out with this and your phone, and you can fly a drone. At height, I would be slightly wary because I went up to about 60 meters and there was noticeable, the camera was having trouble, adjusting. I've had my Mini 4 Pro up at 120 meters in very windy conditions, and it's coped very well. Obviously, if you want to fly this using the goggles, you're going to need a spotter. I've yet to try flying this using any of the other remotes or anything like that. I've just been using my phone. It's just a shame, as I say, that I can't currently connect a microphone to it and use it for vlogging, really. I mean, it's a vlogging camera. That's the whole point. Surely you'd want to do a piece to camera with it, you know, hovering around you and recording the sound without you having to dub it over. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I do like it. Like I said, I can easily see me just slipping this into a pocket. Not that the other drones take up much room. I've got a bag, but this is just, it's cool. It's cool in a neat package, and you haven't got to unfold it every time to get it out. You don't have to faff around. You can just take it out your pocket and fly it. Don't listen to what I say. I'm not a drone expert, right? There's plenty of other proper drone channels out there. But I'm actually really glad I bought this. I've been looking forward to this arriving all day. And for my initial flight test, I think it's pretty cool. It's a shame it's got dark. I've been working today, so I couldn't do this until after work. It's a shame it's got dark. Otherwise, I would have taken it out for a bit more of a field test. But I guess that's what weekends are for, right? Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully you'll stick around for more Total Ramblings. Bye-bye.
If you enjoy what I do here, although I can't think why, please remember to click the like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post a new video. You might also want to check out my website, www.worldsbestestpoet.com, if you fancy a laugh.